Hello, good morning. My name is Dela. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Nadia Putri Utari.
Okay, and where do you come from?
I'm from Tangerang.
Okay, great. Now, in this first part, I'm going to ask you some familiar questions about yourself. So, to begin with, let's talk about how do you spend your free time? Okay, do you spend a lot of time with your friends?
Well, not really, but one of my friend used to ask me like a lot of like a lot of time to hang out with her, but but not always, but many times I reject her many times. Well, it's because how I'm not like a person like to go outside. I prefer to stay inside, to stay on the house, just play with my phones or just sleeping on my bed. But on another problem is because I'm not with my family here. My family are in Tangerang, while I'm in here in Jogja alone. We're not fully alone. I'm with my grandmother and my uncle, but not with my mom and dad or like my little brothers. And with that, my parents transfer me some monies basically to survive here, like to eat or like for the laundry or like some of it, the sort of thing. And from that, uh, it makes me it made me learn about how to manage some money, and because of it I hate going outside because of it, because it spends some money. That's why it spends a lot of money sometimes even. And I become a foodie as well, so I many of my money are spends a lot on food, because on Jogja it has many many delicious foods I think, and a fantastic one actually, and very cheap as well. That's why I love it here sometimes. Well, basically, but not I don't fully love it, but what I love the most in Jogja is how cheap their food are sometimes. Yeah. So I yeah, I reject them sometimes because I'm not in the mood to go outside, and I don't have the money as well sometimes, because all the money I spend is on food. That's why. And I remember that some of my some of my friends tend to ask me to go swimming on Jogja Bay. Yeah, on that from that. And so I thought that we will we will go there on a certain date, right? And on that time when we were close to go there on that date, I got my period on that weeks as well. So I canceled it, and yeah, so it has many different problems from that. But sometimes I tend to make excuses like those two things. And but if it's like the first of the month, I still accept to go outside because I still have a lot of money. But at the end of the month, I obviously reject them because of how little money that I have. That is why I reject it.
Do you go out much in the evening?
Go not from what I said before, I don't go fully out in the evening, except if there's an event or like a school events, because I used to go I used to go a lot on the evening when I was on 10th grade, or like basically a year ago, because of how busy I am with school. And I used to be a student council. Yeah, I used to be a student council on my school, and I have many things to do. Like, for example, in my school, they had an event called Monaco, and I had to go to my school on evening so that I could prepare the place for the people that want to go on my school, that want to have a competition for it. Yeah, so that is why. Yeah, but for now, because how I quit the student council, I I don't really go outside anymore because I don't like going outside.
How much television do you watch?
Well, I don't really watch televisions, but I watch some YouTubes. There are a channel, not channel, but there is a show that used to air in television, like from Fox. They have Kitchen Nightmare, for example, right? Where the celebrity on there is Gordon Ramsay trying to help every restaurant that he could help, and it has many dramas on it. That's why I fully interested in it, because the dramas are interesting.
Do you do any sports?
Well, not really, but on my seventh grade, yeah, on my seventh grade, I used to watch this anime about volleyball, and then I become inspired by it, and I start to join a volleyball club. And yeah, I start learning how learning how to play, and then after years, I thought that it is just some to like just to relieve my stress, because I'm not fully focused on it to go to the competition or like a national competition. But on my 10th grade, I realized that from how I practice it on my 7th grade, I become good at it without trying on my 10th grade, even though I don't really play anymore, but I still good at it until now. That I don't know why sometimes.
Okay, now let's talk about food and restaurants. Do you often eat out in restaurants, cafes, and so on?
Well, used to if I'm with my family in Tangerang, I tend to go outside to go to a restaurant and eat together. But now that I am alone again in Jogja, I prefer to go food, yeah, to go on delivery, because uh, of I don't really like to go to meet any other people when I'm alone. I prefer to go with my family, but if I'm alone like now, I prefer to be inside. And the thing is, the money that I spend if I go outside again, if like Gojek, like for example, the money I spend to go there spends like 13 30,000 rupiah, I think 13,000 rupiah if I go to KFC, for example. And I start like to, I don't know, like to compress to know what's the bad and good at it. Well, if I go outside, the bad is it is hot outside, and I have to see many people. Many people see me alone eating on a KFC. That's kind of look pathetic. feel look pathetic sometimes and embarrassing because I'm not a confident people. So I tend to be insecure if I go outside alone sometimes. But if I'm here, the bad thing is I'm don't really feel good at it when my grandmother or like my uncle, my aunties saw that I bought some food. Yeah. So, but the good is, I eat without thinking. Everyone see me eating alone. Yeah, that's why.
How do you choose where to go when you want to eat out?
Well, I'm not really a picky eater, so but because of how little in how little I am about food food study or like food education or like those sort of thing, because of so I choose like to go to McD or like KFC if I ever saw it. If I ever see it, I'm sorry. But if I have to choose about some restaurants, I think I don't really care about it because I go to the restaurant if someone asks to. If someone wants to pay me some food or like we have to go there to hang out, like I don't really care about it because I'm not a big eater. Like if the restaurant has a food, like I eat it. I don't care what it is. If as long as it's good, I it's a nice restaurant. Yeah.
Do you ever cook for yourself or other people?
Well, I only cook for myself. Oh no. I remember this. I cook for my school project. Yeah. So on my school project, I had to make some traditional Indonesian foods, and I choose about the noodles, and it's not good at all. It tastes horrible. I even want to vomit at my with my own food when I try it. And for myself, well, I can't really cook, so but I can cook like an instant noodle or like some eggs because they are so easy to make. So yeah, I don't really get interested to cooking, so that's why I only cook two of them, Indomie and telur and eggs. Yeah, and eggs. That's why.
Okay, let's move on now and talk about music. What kind of music do you like?
I don't really have a genre for musics. So I remember that I used to love metal. Yeah, I used to love metal, but only one song. The song's name is The Enter Sandman. So basically, it's an old band called Metallica. Yeah, I only like that song if it's on metal, but I think most of the songs that I love to hear is pop song. Yeah, so basically, if it's good on my ears, I will hear it. I don't really not fully focus on what the genre is, as long as I love it, as long as it go with the flow, or like as long as it has the same vibes as me, or like has the same feelings as me. I love it. I love the song.
And what do you like about it?
So what do I like about the song that I heard? So I'm gonna pick the Enter Sandman because I think because of when I heard it for the first time, it sounds very cool. awesome, fantastic, and it's so scrumptious because of how the band play with their music instrument, or like electric guitar because it's the sound of the electric guitar, it's so scrumptious, and that's why I love the entertainment and this song, and the voice is fantastic as well. I love it, and even though I don't fully get into their meaning, their vibes are still fantastic. Because sometimes I tend to hear it whenever I went to school, whenever I do my chores. So yeah, and it gets me pumped up as well.
Are your friends interested in the same kind of music?
No, because I
Do you
remember
ever go to concerts?
because I remember that when I share my music to my friends, they cringe out. I don't know why. I think because I don't really have the same taste as them, and one of them even said that if you want to share a music, you have to share where everyone hears, not only a few of people, but where many people tend to hear it, like Taylor Swift or like Ed Sheeran. So I can share my own artists that I like Mitski, TV Girl, or like Metallica, and yeah. So that is why I my friend doesn't have the same taste as me.
Do you ever go to concerts?
Yeah, actually, I went to concert when I was on October 2024, because I was the committee on it. It's called Millennial, yeah, where it has Darboy, Kunto Aji, and the last one I forgot actually. But yeah, I went to concert because I'm the committee. I have to be there, not because I want it, but because everyone needs me to be there. That is why, because concerts are ha- concerts has many people on it, so sometimes I get dizzy over it, or like it feels very hot, so I don't really like to go to concert. So yeah, I went to concert because I'm the committee.
Do you play, or would you like to play an instrument?
Yeah, actually, I like to play guitar because, well, not like, because I already play it since I was 7 years old, I think. But I stopped. But I I I played again when I was 11, and many people start to get interested in me. Like many teacher like ask me to perform on some graduation, and on 10th grade people get interested in me as well, because I'm a girl who can play guitar well. I'm the only one actually when I was on the 10th grade. Well, all of them are boys, so yeah. But if I get to choose what instrument I want to play drum actually.